Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is, who is crushing on you? In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different word and number. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so who has a crush on you? Okay, so this person's coming across like an Aries, so they could be an Aries, but they don't have to be. But what's coming through in particular is that I'm getting like an athletic build on this person, and they could even be into sports or have played sports. Something athletic like that is coming through. It's coming across that you and this person like ran into each other. Okay, that's like how you met. Like it was an unexpected meeting. It could be through mutual friends. Yeah, so this is definitely somebody that you guys would label a friend, even though I don't feel like you've ever viewed them as just a friend. Okay, it's just this came out of nowhere, like you ending up crushing on this person, and it's like once you guys went from like a friend to that shift occurring where you no longer, I don't feel like you guys ever viewed this person as just a friend. But anyway, there was a shift, and then it was like, yeah. The rest was history as far as ever labeling this person a friend again. This person could have green eyes. That's a detail that wanted to come through. But they don't have to, but it could be like a greenish blue, hazel. Okay, so it's possible that you and this person ended up in a situationship, okay? That isn't gonna go for all of you, but that did want to come through. What's interesting is this person could have possibly been still hooked to their ex when they met you. And I do feel like they labeled you a friend as well. Don't feel like either one of you ever totally saw each other as just a friend though, because they do think you're a baddie. I get the impression though, even if you guys were romantically involved with each other to some capacity, this person was never truly able to give you their heart because it was still hooked to somebody else is what's coming through. This person, okay, it's interesting. They're coming across as being mysterious and intriguing, but I feel like that's also how you come across to this person, okay? Because they are actually coming across as being outspoken. Very Aries-like. They can be blunt. You know, they kind of have that tell it like it is. They can be seen to be like a rebel. They are the type definitely who comes across as like saying what everybody else is thinking and like keeping you on the edge of your seat, and because you don't know what they're about to say or do. It can be very spontaneous, impulsive, exciting, fun. You never know what you're going to get with them. This is the type of person that you guys would hesitate to put on speakerphone because you have no idea what they're about to say. So, super entertaining individual. Interesting. They have a just peachy type of attitude. I feel like even if this person gets into some kind of strange drama, they get over it. Like they're not the type to keep it going, is what's coming through. So in a way, kind of come across like nothing ever phases them, but I do feel like this person's the type that has to vent about it to get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like going back to being very vocal. They're also coming across like a nomad. Like they could travel for work, or you could have to do with their non-committal attitude. They do have a bit of a non-committal attitude coming through here. They do view you guys though as somebody they could see themselves growing with and having a future with if they're in that place though where they actually want to commit. This person might be in a non-committal phase, but that's not going to go for all of you, okay? It is a general reading. You and them are coming across as being opposite in some way, but you know, this is definitely a case of where opposites are attracting. I do feel like though when you do get practical about this, because I feel like you guys are definitely physically attracted to them and you find their personality to be like refreshing because they're a super authentic and honest person for the most part. But when it comes to practicality, you two do kind of wonder, like, do we make sense? Would we even make sense as a couple, you know? And it could have to do with the opposite factors that's coming through. They say I can't tell if you're interested or not, but I feel like they definitely, I don't want to say definitely, but they do have an idea that you're interested. Some of you might have even expressed that. Some of you are waiting. You're waiting to hear it from them, is what I'm seeing. So this could definitely also be your message to them. And that could be even where they come across as being mysterious, but intriguing. Yeah, this person's like boom feelings. They compartmentalize it. Okay, we have air and earth coming through here, but fire is definitely coming through strong as far as, you know, your sign, their sign. Logical, they are definitely ruled by their logic and practicality, whereas you guys are definitely more the dreamers. And like anything is possible. Like you guys are like where there's a will, there's a way. And if this person was willing to make this work, you would be too. We have not ready to rock the boat yet. Okay, so that does tell me that this person still might not be ready to take this connection to the next level. Yeah, okay, so their current energy is they don't need no man or woman. Lucky, things appear like they just happen to work out for this person. They have a very happy-go-lucky type of vibe to them. Okay, we have with someone, or they could still be hooked to their ex, and they kind of have like a stay back energy when it comes to being romantic, you know, or pursuing a relationship. So this person, I feel like they're a lot of fun to hang out with. Like I said, you guys may have you might have a situationship with them. Again, that's not going to go for all of you. Just because it's in your reading doesn't mean that it's meant for you. Only if it is, you know. But the point here is they just have a very non-committal energy right now. So it's like they see that you're a gem, but, you know, it's kind of like you have to weigh it with this person, you know, as far as like, does this work for you, is the message that's coming through here. We have my life before you was predictable. Now it feels full of possibility. I do feel like that's their message to you, but as I'm tapping into this energy, I feel like that's more your message to them. As soon as they came into your life, they really shook it up. And whether you guys end up together or not, I do feel like take what was good from this, okay? And like I said, check in with you. What works for you, what doesn't. Be true to yourself through this. But they do say, give me another chance. So yeah, I'm definitely going to leave you guys with that message. This person's coming across as being non-committal. Check in with yourself. Does that work for you or not? Eventually they could come around. And, you know, for some of you it will be sooner than later. But, yeah, this is who I see, though, that's most crushing on you. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me, that information is right here. Also, if you would like discounts on my personal readings and exclusive content on the connection with the person on your mind, feel free to join my Patreon. Also, if you like trendy graphic tees, make sure to check out my store linked in the comments or description. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 2. So who is crushing on you? Okay, so this person is coming across like a Leo, so they could be a Leo, but they don't have to be. But the point is they come across like a Leo. What is coming through to me about that is that this is a passionate person. This is somebody who really dives into whatever it is that makes them come alive, is what I'm seeing. It's a very focused and driven person, okay? Okay, so this is interesting. I had 2 of my boss cards come out, so it's possible this person could be a boss. They could be your boss, but they don't have to be. They could be a boss or a manager, some upper level position. The other thing is they could be striving to become their own boss, okay, like an entrepreneur. But if it's none of that, it's just saying that this person is literally like the boss archetype, okay? They own who they are, they own where they're going in life. They just show up like a boss. It's possible they have curly hair, but I'm also getting straight, so they say, you are the only exception and I'm on my way to believing. Okay, so this person swore off love and then you came into their life and it had them questioning everything, you know? They're starting to consider love again is what I'm seeing. They live in a world of their own and keep a lot to themselves. That's interesting that came through because we have a polar opposite card that also came through, Superstar. So I feel like this person is definitely in the public eye, okay? That could be in the spotlight, that could be on social media, that could be in person. But the point here is, though, They do come across as being confident and outgoing when they have to be, but I feel like this person is definitely an extra introvert, okay? They also, like, when it comes to their personal lives and stuff, I do feel like they live in a world of their own and they keep a lot to themselves. They only open up to those that they feel most comfortable with. So they don't necessarily, like, wear their heart on their sleeve and tell their whole life story upon the first time meeting them, like some people might. It's definitely got that feeling of like, but if you ask this person a question, I do feel like they are open and you know, will talk, basically. Like they'll share about themselves and their life. Okay, we have air energy also coming through. So fire and air, I do feel like this person's intellectual. They could have to communicate for a living. If you guys have had conversations, you know, I do feel like you guys have an amazing balance. I do feel like they can be lighthearted, carefree, and playful. But at the same time, you two can also go deep. Ooh, elusive. This person's mysterious. I feel like they find you to be mysterious as well. So, you know, both of you are like on the edge of your seat as far as that goes. Interesting. So we have this person as a runner. I'm getting two different things for that. For some of you, sure, this person could jump ship when things get intense or deep. I'm actually getting a more mature vibe than that for this person overall. It is a general reading though. What I'm actually getting though is this person could literally like to run. Like, you know, as like a workout. They find you guys to be like carefree, lighthearted, fun. Like they think you're like upbeat and fun people. And they like your walk. And it's interesting that the skate came through. I feel like this person would actually like be the type to want to like skate with you, like as a date. Oh, they can also come across as being fierce. So with fierce, I would just label that as confident. They say you're the one that I think about. They play it cool though, okay? This person definitely has this level of matureness and professionalism that I do feel like, especially if you work with them, and as double, especially if they're your boss, that, you know, they would keep a poker face. They would keep things professional and low key. But like, whether or not though you work with them or not, they're still coming across like that. So it does keep you guys like thinking, wow, like they're mysterious. You have no idea where you stand. They're tough to get a read on, but somewhere energetically you both feel connection. Okay, one of you might have been involved with someone upon meeting, so that alone could also keep that like, you know, we're gonna keep a certain distance from each other, regardless of the connectedness you feel. Okay, so for tapping into their energy and what's going on right now, we have that they're in a world of their own. Okay, so this is often a card that describes you guys, but in this case, this came through for them. They are a friendly person. They flow through life magnetically. They're magnetic without trying, imaginative, intuitive. We have Pisces energy coming through. Okay, so they're a combination between Leo, Pisces, and air. So that all could be in their chart. But either way, so they do have like this artistic side as well. And they're intuitive. All right, they also want to know if you guys are seeing someone. Okay, so they are interested in you, whether they're saying it or not. I'm spilling the tea. And we have they will contact you. So that's always a possibility, okay? It is a general reading. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me. That information is right here. Also, if you would like discounts on my personal readings and exclusive content on the connection with the person on your mind, feel free to join my Patreon. Also, if you like trendy graphic tees, make sure to check out my store linked in the description or comments. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so who is crushing on you? Okay, so we have Virgo. So it's possible this person could be a Virgo, but what's coming through even more than that is that they act like a Virgo, okay? So what's coming through in particular is, I'm actually getting that this person's stylish, okay? Like they stand out in a crowd. I get like a unique vibe from them. And it's kind of like they get attention without even trying. You know what I'm saying? Just being who they are. And initially, they might come across as being introverted, like mysterious, but I feel like as soon as you talk to this person, I just see them like lighting up, and you know, especially the more comfortable they are with you, the more that they like really become animated when they talk, and you start to see their passionate side. That's like what's coming through for me vibe-wise. Oh, and the other thing is this person is really good at what they're really good at. Okay, so we actually had a few message cards fly out. They say, I wasn't ready before, but I am now. You act like you moved on. I should have never listened to them. Okay, so what this tells me is this person, they come across like they had a gem in their hand, so to speak, which was you, and they let it slip through their fingers, okay? It's got that kind of feeling to it. So they say they weren't ready. I do feel like you and this person could have been romantically involved with each other to some capacity. Whether or not it had a label, it doesn't matter. It's like that connectedness you both felt like that. So when it ended, you know, you both felt the loss of this connection is what I'm getting. And then they had like this full circle realization of where they messed up and what they lost is what's coming through here. And I do feel like an outside influence had some kind of influence on, you know, them allowing you to slip through their fingers, so to speak. And now they're like wondering, like, you know, do you still have feelings for them, or have you moved on? And if you two are friends on social media, or they're able to see it somehow, they're trying to get a read on you through that, and they think that you've moved on. Even though energetically, I do feel like you both still feel connected. Okay, so this person, they work long hours, okay? Do have good work ethic, and I do get the impression that they work a lot. So that also could have been part of the problem. You guys weren't really able to see each other a whole lot because they were always busy. Okay, so it's definitely coming across that you guys cut off from this connection and that they're like an ex. But I do also get the impression you both had that feeling of like, but is this the one that got away? You know? Okay, so this is about this person, even though I usually have these cards to describe you guys. And it's coming through that they're like a magnet to other people. I also feel like you guys are as well, okay? And they see that. It's like you both have gone through a glow up since you two have been together, you know? This person can be charming and witty and flirty without even having a try. That kind of vibe is coming through. And that's also partly why people are drawn to this person like a magnet. Yeah, you definitely both broke free from the connection, and now it has like a feeling of almost like you both feel like you almost have to say no to each other, even if you don't want to. So I don't know if like whoever both of you are closest to, if you both told about whatever happened, and now it's almost like that feeling of like, well, now everybody knows too much, and how are we supposed to get back together, you know, like that kind of vibe. They also come across as being like a rebel. What I get with rebel though is definitely somebody who marches to the beat of their own drum and they're true to their self. Like they don't care what everybody else is doing necessarily. They do try to be positive is what I'm seeing. I feel like as I'm saying that, though, a lot of you are going to be like, really? Yes, okay, the best version of themselves is like a ray of sunshine. They also view you guys like, at your best, you're happy-go-lucky too. Like, you guys actually mirror a lot of the same qualities. So as I'm talking about them, I feel like I'm talking about you as well. Okay, you guys, you view them as being funny, okay? That goes back to them being witty. Like, they're quick with the words, they're quick with comebacks. They're all around like a funny person. They say they lost all composure when they laid their eyes on you. Yeah, they were instantly attracted to you and drawn to you. You know, it just has the feeling of like being a short-lived connection. So as much as this person can be ambitious and a go-getter and have good work ethic, they also are coming through as being laid back, cool, and fun as well. So they have an amazing balance in that way. There's something significant about dance with you two. You two might have went out dancing or something, or danced at a wedding. Something significant though there. Okay, and the heat wave song is coming through as far as like energetically, you know, what's coming through for you guys is it's almost like you both have the energy right now, like, especially if a lot of time's gone by. It's too little, too late. Better luck next time. Or too much has been said now, right? With the people that you're both closest to, that it's almost got the impression like they'd be like, what if you two went back together? And yet, both of your hearts are still with each other. But you're both trying to get a read on each other, and you're like, but the other seems happy without me. Like, I'd be a fool to say, like, I'm still interested. So it's like you're both waiting for the other at this point. So it's a very mirrored connection. Okay, group number 3, this is who I see for you. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to anytime. You can email me, that information is right here. Also, if you would like discounts on my personal readings and exclusive content on the connection with the person on your mind, feel free to join my Patreon. Also, if you like trendy graphic tees, make sure to check out my store linked in the comments or description. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys.